Hello there. Welcome to the Soul Sister channel on this Sunday, July the 27th. My name's Kat. I've got your astrological spiritual forecast and guidance going from today through Saturday, August the 2nd already. This week's video is entitled Just Say No. We have one major shift this week. It is on, let me look real quick. It is on Wednesday. Venus moves into Cancer. Now, in the previous weeks, I will do a summary very quickly of what we've been working on. We've been working on holding our power. We've been working on non-compromising ourselves. We've been working on really getting clear on who we truly are and embracing that and going after what we're passionate about. We've been working on our word and only speaking the truth, being positive. If we're having negative thoughts, we can flip that script right away and turn it into something with gratitude or that we're thankful for, and then unblock that energy clog up. And the one thing I forgot to talk about in summarizing previously is our boundaries. And I'm glad that we're bringing it up again because it is going to be the topic for our entire week ahead. Yes, our boundaries are going to be tested by the outer world all week long. Isn't that wonderful? So let's get back. Let's talk about this Venus in Cancer. This energy is all about that Cancer energy, that Venus energy. It's all about a home. It's all about what makes us feel safe, secure. How do we belong? Nurturing. How are we being nurtured? How are we nurturing others? That is the energy that we're talking about here. We're finding that we might be more empathetic this month as we understand what the other is going through a little bit better. We can see it. We don't have to agree with it, but we understand it with a little bit more clarity. These are the energies of Venus and Cancer. And so this week, we are going to go back to focusing on ourselves and our relationship with the outer world, our relationship with the other. To do that, we have to start with self. With Venus and Cancer, we have to make sure that we feel safe within ourselves, with who we are. We want to make sure that this month we have that safe space, kind of going back to the Sun and Cancer energy. We want to make sure we have that safe space where we can come home, we can revive, rest, realign. We want to make sure we have these things in our lives because we're going to need them this week. We're going to need somewhere to retreat to. The outer world is coming at us full force, questioning everything that we have grown to, what we believe in, what we're becoming. Everything's going to come into question. So how sure, how confident are we with our true selves? How sure are we about following our passion, whatever it is? Are we following our passion, or do we keep procrastinating? I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. In finding our passion, it brings us to a place of balance and alignment. It doesn't matter if it makes us $1 million. Like I've talked about me, I'm an astrologer. I don't get 1 penny from any of this work. It's about my passion and what I love to do. And you know what happens? Because I'm the living proof of it. When you follow your passion, listen closely. When you do the things you love to do, whether that thing is bringing you financial security or not, the financial security comes. It may not come from what brings your passion, but you're being involved with your passion, embracing your work allows the universe to provide you with the abundance you need to make that happen. It really is amazing. It is true. It is the law. So, I want to make sure that you understand it, because this week we're going to have a lot of kickback. We're going to have people telling us we're full of shit, we're crazy. What are you thinking? You can't do that. We have to do this. We'll have that, and we'll also have the little teasing like we did the other week. Oh, come on over. Come on over to my story. Compromise who you are. Compromise your values. Compromise your passion so you can fit in with me, with us. We'll make you feel real good. Just say no. That is our mantra this week. No. We can say no if we are confident where we're coming from. Confident with where we're coming from. We're confident about our passion. We are going to feel those things. We're feeling clarity this week. So it should be maybe a little bit easier for us to deflect all of this shit coming at us. But we have to stay strong within ourselves. We have to make sure that once we get away from all that outer world discordance and the hatred and the we can come home to somewhere safe, sound, and secure, and replenish ourselves and rest in peace. That's going to be really important. We can handle anything out there if we are true and aligned within ourselves. And this week it's going to be very important to make sure we get our meditations in as well. Make sure that we're centering. Make sure that we're quiet and centering. And just coming to a place of peace and just being. You don't have to think about anything. You don't have to follow any kind of meditation outline. Just be. Just be in our space. And just be aware of everything around us. Just listen. Listen to the birds. Look at the changing lights. As we can see in the video, as the lights change from the outer light coming in and out. Smell the smells. Be here now and find our peace. It's going to be really important this week. So, having said that, woo! We might find a lot of our safety and security of getting back with our family and our close friends. They will be our support system this week. Sometimes family is not. Family may be the ones shooting the missiles at us. But family and our friends who really support and nurture us, let's find our safety and security with them this week. They will make sure that we know that we're going in the right direction, that we can feel confidence in who we are and what our work is. So just stay close to them as long as they're not toxic. You know, they can be toxic. Speaking of date night, on Saturday, well, we have a couple of inconjuncts going on. And inconjuncts are 150-degree angles between planets. And to me, they represent adjustments needed in relationships. So how that happens is, yes, with Venus in Cancer in conjunct Pluto in Aquarius, we might have some kickback from family, friends, partner about the direction that we're going in. It's just a little bit too woo-woo for them, and they're having a hard time grasping it. They want to stay in the way it's always been. It's safe and secure. It's not the best, but at least we know what it is, right? So we're going to have to work with that, because that's going to be the energy. No, I don't want to go. I don't want to change. No, I don't want you to change. No. I know it kind of sucks where we're at, but at least I know what we got. All right, how are we going to work with that? Explain why it's important that we go in the direction that we're going. What is it fulfilling for us? What can we do with it? We've had a long time to think about this. Okay? The other thing is Mars in Virgo is in conjunct Chiron in Aries, meaning that somebody, to get our attention, we do have Sun in Leo, to get our attention because someone's not receiving acknowledgement that they feel they deserve, or they're pining for love, for someone to love them. They're just not feeling loved. What they'll do is they're going to reach out and they're going to rip off a Band-Aid. Open a wound that we thought we had resolved and was over with. But guess what? It's coming back again because our partner, the other, whoever it is, doesn't feel that we appreciate them enough. They're not feeling our love. Now, we know what to do in that case. Yes, just show them our love. Be the love for them that they're looking for. We can say it, but I always feel love in action always gets us better rewards. So make a nice meal. We got the moon in Scorpio. Oh, deep, passionate. So when we're ripping off these Band-Aids and pushing buttons to get attention, they're gonna be intense. And there might be some intense arguments going on. But with that moon in Scorpio, it's also a great energy for a wonderful, passionate, sexual date night. So if we can clear up all the disturbances, we can have a wonderful physical date night as well. That's our week ahead. I'm going to tell you what. Deep breaths. Make sure we're getting those meditations in. Make sure that we put this Sun and Leo meditation in our pocket and take it with us wherever we go. If we're feeling that we're being attacked and we're overwhelmed and we need to catch a breath, take 3. Just say, whoa, take 3 breaths. Nice, and try to get ourselves balanced and aligned so that we don't come from a place of unresolved emotions. We don't project our unresolved shit on others, but we can be here now and really look at what's taking place and how we, being who we are, can address whatever it is going on most constructively and most beneficially for ourselves and the other. Woo! Just say no. If somebody wants us to do this, that, and everything else, in the past we've done it because we want them to like us, we want them to fit in, we want everything to go well, but now we have to remember we have to care for self first. Can we physically do it? Or are we just saying yes so we feel better about ourselves? Be very careful of when we say yes this week, and let's use it very with discernment. That's the word I'm looking for, with discernment. So, boundaries. Make sure no one compromises all the work we've done so far. Just say no. We're going to get started by becoming balanced, aligned, connected with our higher selves. We'll take our 3 deep cleansing breaths, and then we'll say our Sun and Leo affirmation. Let's start by taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths. Let's take the first one. On this first deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. Let's take one more. On this third deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the darkness, all the negativity, all the toxicity. It's all flowing away, and in its place, we're being filled with this beautiful light made up of white light, love, and goodwill. Not only does it fill our entire bodies, it's also protecting us, deflecting all evil, low vibration, all negativity back to its source. I like to visualize it as I'm in this beautiful white light and black squares of negativity, evil, toxicity. It's just bouncing off this white light, going back to wherever it came from. While we're in this space of white light connected with our higher selves, we will say our Sun and Leo affirmation. I am the ruler of my world. I choose to rule with love, abundance, and gratitude. We'll say the affirmation. We'll stay in this space of white light connected with our higher selves for 5 seconds. Ready? Let's say it together. I am the ruler of my world. I choose to rule with love, abundance, and gratitude. Good, good. I'm going to tell you what, this is probably the best affirmation ever, because if we rule our world with love, abundance, and gratitude, oh man, we're going to have one heck of a life. We'll have one heck of a life. We'll have our dream life. We'll have our slice of paradise on the earth. Everything, everything. All right. Well, come see me on Facebook at Soul Sister Cat for my daily inspirational oracle messages. They help keep us balanced, aligned, and connected with our higher selves during the day. And also, I like to post weird, interesting, thought-provoking, beautiful memes that we can find answer to questions or give us ideas to think about and work with on growing our spirituality and understanding what's going on around us a little bit better. Have a great week. Remember our boundaries. Don't allow anyone to compromise the work, all this hard work that we have done so far, working with embracing and expressing our true, authentic self in our work. Just say no. Remember the keynote for the Soul Sister channel. Life is lived from the inside out. Keep your boundaries this week. Namaste.